So this is a pretty impromptu video, but the other day I left a comment on Juan Carlos Mendoza's channel, or Juan Carlito Mendoza. Random story, in high school in Spanish class we had to pick Spanish names to go by. Instead of me picking David, I chose Carlos for whatever reason, but that's besides the point. So he replied to my comment asking if I'd ever tried to make a lens drum, which I haven't, but I looked it up. It seems pretty straightforward, so I'm gonna try to make one. Alright, so you might remember this piece of steel from the cowbell video. Also, I used it for the homemade rdavidr video, but I cut out a template. So I'm gonna cut out 2 of these, and then after I cut those out, I'm gonna figure out what depth I want, and then cut out a strip, weld it all together, and basically it'll be done. Alright, so I've actually never seen one of these in person before, so as far as the shape goes and the size goes, I kind of did it by eye, but now I need to figure out how wide it needs to be. So I was using this piece of wood to help me cut out these shapes, and it seemed about the right thickness, and it's a little less than 1 3/8 inches, so I think this looks about right. So we'll cut a piece of steel this width and wrap this thing. So the way this instrument works is there's 2 steel rods that run across the length of this, and they attach to the sides, so it goes up and over and then back down. But I got some 3/8 inch rod, so I'll mount one right about here, so that'll be a low pitch because it's longer, and then there'll be another one right about here, and that'll be the high pitch. Alright, so I got the second one cut out, and you can see what I mean by the 2 lengths, and these will produce the 2 different pitches, so now I just gotta weld her up.
And that's why you don't use tape as a clamp.
So making a mount for this type of instrument is really simple, especially if you already have like a cowbell or something, because all you need to do is make a template off the existing one, cut it out, bend it, and then drill the holes, and you get one of these. And here it is, the finished lens drum. Not gonna lie, the mount came out a little crooked. It's not a big deal. Also, the sound is not exactly what I was expecting it to be. I probably should have used a little thinner rod, but this is all I had, so I figured I'd use it. But other than that, I'll say it turned out pretty good. Another thing I want to say is I would not at all consider myself a metal worker. I'm more of a woodworker. As you can tell, my shop isn't exactly set up for metalworking, but it's still fun and I wanted to try to make one of these. So you're probably wondering how this thing sounds, and instead of me playing it, I'm gonna send it to my buddy up north and let him give it a test. So I'm like still blown away by that little clip of him playing it, because before I sent it to him, I was trying to play it and I was like, dude, this thing sounds so bad, there's no way I can send this to him and like have my name on it. But you guys heard the clip, he actually made it sound good. So I gotta give a huge shout out and a bigger thank you to Juan for doing this video with me. If this is your first time hearing his name, then stop this video, go on Google, go on YouTube, search Juan Carlito Mendoza, go to his website, and like, trust me, everything you see will just blow your mind. He's like a ridiculous drummer, but everything he plays is like so tasty, and it's like, how do you do it? But yeah, all his information is in the description, all my information is there as well. So that's it for this one, thanks for watching.